Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue another 6A state title. Follow your Northwest Grizzlies all year long from the Titan Classic through to the state 6A tournament. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hamilton Ford at the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Maines, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. By Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Gooing, Colson & Kitch attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, the official financial institution of the Northwest Grizzlies, with locations all over the Wichita metro area. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Shoemaker families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler, Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Todd Eflin Narrates. Audiobooks, training videos, phone systems, or commercials, use the voice you're hearing right now for your next audio project. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, whose mission is to assist organizations in improving the communities by making grants to fund projects at 501c3 charitable organizations. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Serving the Wichita area at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarships to graduation soccer seniors and assistance to their post-secondary education. Support the fund by being a sponsor of the annual Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field for today's contest, and your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Elfin, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another season of Grizzly Soccer on the World Wide Web. Today we have a doubleheader for you. The Derby Panthers have come to Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium to take on your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. The junior varsity contest is scheduled for kickoff here in about 7.5 minutes, and then the varsity contest will immediately follow. Glad to have you on board. We're joined today also by our executive producer, Craig Kaemerick, who's up in the loft. He's going to bring you all the pictures, and he's so far done a pretty good job of that. In fact, you'll hear me back and forth with him as we go forward. This is a learning experience for him as well, as he is a rookie. And, in fact, I'm going to shoot a suggestion up there. Can you zoom in a little bit? The zoom's on the right-hand side of the camera, on top. Just zoom in tighter. You don't know how to do it? It's on the right-hand side, on the top. There's this little lever back in the back. You can't find it? If you can't find it, don't worry about it. You're looking right at it. Right there. Go in tighter. Other direction. You didn't move it. I want the picture bigger in the camera, just a little bit. You're not hitting the right thing or something, because nothing's happening. Hang on a minute, I got something else here. The weather conditions today are not very favorable to what we're doing, not because it's raining, but because it's so hot. The temperature is in the upper 90s. We are in the blazing sun, and we have concerns about equipment overheat. So that's just the way it is. You'll also notice that during the day today that I am also doing PA as well as broadcasting this. So you'll hear me doing PA announcements. So you'll actually get the feel for being here in the ballpark. In fact, I'm going to announce the projected starters for both teams over the PA here right now so to give you an idea what we're talking about. Here are the projected starters for both teams. First for the Derby Panthers junior varsity. Number 0, goalkeeper, a sophomore, Ethan Young. Number 5, a junior defender, Maddox Ramirez. Number 6, junior defender, Andrew Miller. Number 9, junior midfielder, Ivan Davila Rodriguez. Number 11, forward, a sophomore, Adrian Campos. Number 17, sophomore defender, Tyler Ring-Younker. Number 19, junior midfielder, Quincy Masumbo. Number 21, freshman forward, Leo Fernandez. Number 24, freshman midfielder, Angel Vielmas. A senior, number 31, at forward, Armin Almacina. And at forward, a sophomore, number 41, Keaton Rawls. Now the projected starters for the Northwest Grizzlies junior varsity. In goal, number 1, a freshman, Johnny One. Number 2, sophomore, Brett Anderson. Number 4, a sophomore, Colby Chigi. Number 7, junior Jonah Harris. Number 8, freshman, Trey Stancifer. Number 10, sophomore, Brighton Davis. Number 11, freshman, Alex Boyd. Number 14, junior, Jared Arvalo. Number 17, sophomore, Kenneth Pint. Number 18, freshman, Christopher Correa Sandoval. And number 20, senior, Joel Hernandez. And those are the starting lineups for the both teams here in the JV contest. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth. This is going to be a new adventure for all of us, as this is new territory for us as well. But we're looking forward to it. You'll notice this year we have some new sponsors, and we want to thank all of our sponsors for their support of Grizzly Soccer and all that we're doing. Appreciate their ongoing support here throughout the season. Let's go ahead and take second time out. We'll be back with more from Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Security First Title provides title insurance, abstract products, and closing services in Kansas, Missouri, and Nevada. We fulfill our commitment to customer service by providing you with highly trained and experienced professionals to conduct your real estate closing and title research. Our secure data centers and advanced technology solutions allow Security First to meet your time expectations. Our people make the difference. Our reputation has been built by our experience, integrity, and commitment to customer service. Let Security First Title help you with your next real estate transaction, with offices throughout Kansas, or check us out at securityfirst.com.
With Craig Kaemerick, our executive producer, Kevin Arkin with you here at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. We are awaiting the start of this contest. Our referees for this contest in a two-man format are Ben Seamer and Matt Schulte. We thank them for their participation today on a very, very hot day, very hot afternoon. I don't know if anything's been said about water breaks, if they're going to have a water break or not. If they do, of course, we'll be the first ones to find out, and we'll pass that along to you. In the first half, Derby will defend the south goal, And in goal for Derby, Ethan Young. In goal for the Grizzlies, Johnny Wan. And we're ready to go here. It looks like the Grizzlies will kick off. And we have Trey Stancifer standing over the ball, ready to kick it off here. And ladies and gentlemen, in just a few seconds, the season will be underway. And away we go. And I just chuckle. I don't know why I just did. At midfield, Derby comes away with the ball here as now Colby Cheeky brings it up for the Grizzlies. He'll cross midfield with it, looking to send it forward, has it stripped from him very aggressively by Angel Viomas, and an offside is called here. Offside, Derby, free kick Northwest. Panthers offside. And we've changed up a couple of things this year. One of the things that we're going to do this year that we have not done in the past, we're actually going to do PA for the JV, which has traditionally here not been done. And we decided in an administrative meeting with the coaches that the young men on JV deserve it too. If you're just joining us, this is Derby and Northwest. We're at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. Here's an opportunity for Derby, and the ball goes out of play. It will be a corner kick for Derby. Corner kick, Derby. And I got to figure out which one of these slides is the microphone. Corner kick being taken in a pile of smoke as there are hamburgers on the grill here. Right in front of the goal, it goes through the mouth, and that will roll over the goal line for a goal kick. Goal kick Northwest. Goal kick's going to be taken there by Jared Arvalo. Number 14 for the Grizzlies. A lot of new faces on this JV squad, which you'd expect. A lot of incoming freshmen in the program. Good turnout for the program this year. We have 2 full teams. And here's a long shot and a save by Juan. And that one chipped back into him for a second save. Now Cheeky has it and sends it wide. Over here on the near side where Harris is fighting for it. Wins it and sends it forward, but it's intercepted very quickly by Vielmas. And now it's brought back by Derby to midfield, and we'll do it all over again. Ramirez has it, and he sends it wide on the far side to Miller. There's another opportunity for a Derby buildup. So far, the entire game has been played in the northwest end here in the early going. This is a very young JV team, and it's a very young program here at Northwest. There is not a senior in the program this year. So we can honestly say that senior night's been postponed due to lack of interest. One moment, please. Samantha, there's some bottles of water in the freezer. Would you get me one? You're doing awesome. That's the other reason I stopped. Our executive producer here tossing me a drink on a hot day. Thank you. This one runs over the goal line for a Derby goal kick. Goal kick, Derby. Mr. Young will take this for the Panthers. Ethan Young, the goalkeeper. He is a sophomore. And there are some seniors in the Derby program, unlike us, where we don't have any. Here's a big run. There's a shot and a score. And just like that, it's 1-0. And you're going to have to excuse me, folks. I got to go find out who shot that. I'm going to have to watch this through binoculars. And the goal was scored by Derby's number 21, and that would be Leo Fernandez. We'll make that PA announcement here in just a short. Now we're up to speed. Derby's goal scored by number 21, Leo Fernandez. And Derby with possession again, bringing it forward for the Panthers. And we have another offside. Offside Derby, free kick Northwest. And up to Cheeky right here in front of us. He tried to send one forward, but it was intercepted. That was intended for Correa Sandoval. But it was intercepted by the Panthers, and now they bring it back on the foot of Adrian Campos. He sends one forward to Fernandez on the far side. And right in front of the concession stand, it's knocked out of play. Derby will have a throw in. 6.5 gone here in the first half of the junior varsity contest. Derby leading 1-0 over the Grizzlies. This is a 30-minute half contest. All the JVs are 30 minutes this year. Out of play and a throw in for Derby. And that one goes right to Johnny Wan. Makes an easy save, and he'll distribute it short. And here come the Grizzlies back with it. Kenneth Pint on the far side. Couldn't control it. Derby gets it back. On the far sideline in front of the sellout crowd. And out to center it comes. Pint will bring it across the halfway line, sends a long one forward. And intercepted by Derby. And the Panthers will bring it back. And here's a long pass, too long, and Johnny's going to come out of his goal. Sends it back up where the Grizzlies have control of it in the person of Alex Boyd. Boyd with it again. He'll dribble it across the halfway line. Now he's looking to dish it back, and he does. Pint will bring it across the halfway line. And again, he has it stripped from him, and I'm going to take my word back. That was Brighton Davis who brought it up. Long lead pass, centering it, and Johnny gets a hand on it to make the save. Sends it out wide, but coming up to get it is DeSongcam. And this one goes out of play off the foot of Jonah Harris, and subs come in for Derby. Substituting for Derby, number 22, Aaron Peoples. Number 25, Nick Martinez. And number 40, Eric Uter. And we got the substitutions taken care of. Now the Grizzlies are going to bring some people in here at the next opportunity. It's early in the season for us too. And the throw-in comes in now from the Panthers right in front of the goal box. And a nice clear that time by Brett Anderson. Now can the Grizzlies bring it forward? Alex Boyd sends one across the halfway line, but right to a white shirt. Johnny picks it up. And he distributes over here on the near side in the direction of Colby Cheeky, but it's intercepted there by Adrian Campos. Campos in the corner, watches it go over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. Substitutions for the Grizzlies. Number 5, Rigo Favala. Number 9, Julian Garcia. And number 16, David George. $19 to go, first half. Grizzlies down by 1. An early goal by Leo Fernandez for the Panthers. That one rolls out of play right in front of us. Derby will have the throw in, and Masumbo will do it. He sends it in to Tyler Ring-Younker, and now across the way to Maddox Ramirez. Grizzlies trying to get some offense going here, and this one goes all the way back to Ethan Young. He'll bring it back out for the Panthers. Now another one on two, goes Julian Garcia, goes out of play. It'll belong to the Panthers. And it comes in, giving chase over there is Jonah Harris. And it's tipped out of play. It'll stay with Derby. Throw in comes in. If I'd known they were going to take this long, I'd have taken a commercial break. Here's an opportunity. Outstanding defensive play by Arvalo. Not only does he break up the pass, he draws the foul, and it'll be a free kick for Northwest. Kenneth Pint getting ready to come back in for the Grizzlies. And Derby's going to sub in a player as well. Substitutions for Derby, number 28, Braden Penninger. And for the Grizzlies, number 17, Kenneth Pint. And Alex Boyd takes a seat for Northwest. 14 minutes gone, 1-0 Grizzlies trail. Now Colby Cheeky's going to line up to come back in after he got himself a quick bit of refreshment. There's an opportunity for Derby, and it's going to go over the goal line for a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 4, Colby Cheeky. Got a great, between games, got a great pregame interview with Coach Clifton. You want to stick around for that, and both games are on the same program. You do not need to sign off and sign back on, folks. There's a shot over everything for another goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. And even though it's only 1-0, the play has been dominated so far by the Panthers. And we got a nice crowd on hand. Derby travels well. There are a lot of green shirts over there, and we're glad to have them. Arvalo will take this free kick for the Grizzlies. And he sends it down the middle. Intercepted by the white shirts, and here comes Derby right back. Brett Anderson tried to clear it, but Hernandez got a foot on it. And this one is sent wide by Derby. They still control, and now a nice interception here by the blue shirts. I think that's Brighton Davis that intercepted it, and he brings it up the floor. I take it back. That's Arvalo that did that. Grizzlies still with it. A chance for Northwest if they can get something cooking here. And another offside. Offside, Derby. Free kick, Northwest. Ben Seamer's going to have a sore arm if this keeps up. Colby Cheeky, nice defense with a lot of help from Rigo Favala. And Rigo lost it, but Colby got a foot on it, knocks it out of play over here into the Derby bench, where they'll have a throw in right in front of us. Quincy Masumbo will do it, and he sends it back to Tyler Ringyonker. Across the way it goes. And up the field, this one is onside. And here's a chance for Derby. Brett Anderson tried to screen it, and a great play by Johnny Wan to stuff that possible shot. It goes out. It will be a corner kick, I believe. See what they call. Well, maybe they're calling a goal kick. Substitution for the Grizzlies, number 15, Xavier Yates. Yates comes in for Julian Garcia. Arvalo starts the play, and give and go back to him. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Derby. And Favallo knocks that one out. Corner kick, Derby. Substitutions for the Panthers. Number 21, Leo Fernandez. Number 31, Armin Almacina. And number 41, Keaton Rawls. And it will be a corner kick for the Panthers with time winding down. 11:15 to go here in the first half. Ball's in the one spot you really can't get a good view of from the crow's nest. In front it goes, and through the goal mouth, and it's going to go. It's going to stay in, and it's going to be controlled by the Panthers. There's another shot. It's chipped. Goes wide. It will be another corner kick. Corner kick, Derby. And taking the corner kick is I believe that's number 24. That would be Angel Vielmas. Subs lining up for both teams here. Going to be a lot of substituting tonight because it's so warm, I'm sure. Oh, heel pass almost went in. Good stop by the defense. There's one right off the chops of Jared Arvalo. There's a long shot for a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. Substituting for Derby, number 15, Casey Moonvong. And substituting for the Grizzlies, number 11, Alex Boyd. And number 18, Christopher Correa-Sandoval. I think the Grizzly soccer program may lead the league this year in extra long names. Even our manager has a long name. That would be Samantha Curiel-Dominguez, who right now is chasing one of the balls past the north end zone. Brett Anderson with it for the Grizzlies. Sends one forward. Intercepted by Derby. Tyler Ring-Younker brings it up. And there's a shot over the goal line for another goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. We haven't been running a lot of commercials tonight because we're a little short-staffed. But we sure do thank all of our sponsors. Couldn't do this without them. That is for darn sure. Have a free kick here coming for the Panthers. Angel Vielmas will take it from in front of the Grizzly bench. And that's going to result in a goal kick for Northwest. You're watching Grizzly Soccer on NWHSGrizz.com.
Earl Beard of Auto Service Company stands ready to assist you with all your automotive maintenance needs. Located at 2253 North Lakeway Circle in West Wichita. We thank Earl and Auto Service Company for their continued support of Grizzly Soccer.
About to take the goal kick. In fact, it is launched just as I'm saying that. We're back underway here. Derby with it on the far side of the field in front of the concession stand. Now they bring it to center and send a long one up over everything for yet another goal kick. Substitution for the Grizzlies. Number 8, Trey Stancifer. And for Derby, number 27, Logan Zinn, and number 37, Connor Blagg. Multiple subs here. And here comes the goal kick. We've had a lot of goal kicks here in the first half. Most of them, unfortunately, at our end of the field. Grizzlies have done a good job to keep it a one-goal game, given the domination of play by the Panthers. Well, this is the first game of the year for both teams. And it's the first game of their career for a lot of these freshmen on the Grizzly squad. 6.5 to go here in the first half. And this one, nice interception that time by Favela. On the far side, Keaton Rawls with it. And he's looking to dish it off, get rid of it, because he's got a bunch of blue shirts around him. And finally, the ball is cleared that time by Jared Arvalo. Out to center. Derby gets it back, however. There's a long pass and a weak shot, an easy save that time by Johnny Wan. And a steal and a goal kick. Just like that. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is sponsored by the family of Jeff and Gina Beard of Olathe, Kansas. We thank the Beards for their support of Grizzly Soccer.
Kick Northwest. Waiting the goal kick, and here it comes. Out to center it goes, and now the Grizzlies might have something going as Correa Sandoval brings it out. And it's taken away by the defense. Nice tackle, though, by Sandoval. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Good for them. Grizzlies with control. Now they center one, and there's nobody home. Rigo Favela is closest one to it, and he can't get to the ball before Ethan Young punts it away. And a good long punt. Oh, here's an opportunity as Almacina brings it forward, takes a shot, and scores. Almacina gets the goal, makes it 2-0. Derby goal scored by number 31, Armin Almacina. Great feed on that goal. Don't know who got the assist, but it was a great feed on the goal. And we're back underway. A 6 and a 19. Got a couple subs getting ready to come in for the Panthers. And here's an opportunity for Fernandez again. He's already got one goal, and nice job to deflect that one out of play by Alex Boyd. Substitutions for the Panthers, number 6, Andrew Miller, and number 19, Quincy Masumbo. 3 minutes and change remaining here in the first half. The display clock is actually running about 10 seconds behind the game clock, which is no big deal. We'll have a 10-minute halftime. We do not have anything going on at halftime for you except a break for us. So we're going to leave the camera run. There won't be anything going on. We'll count down the time during halftime, and you'll be able to check in and see how much time is left before we resume play in this junior varsity contest. Grizzlies trail 2-0, 2.5 to play here in the first. And Johnny Wan, wow, he collided hard with a Derby player, and he is still down. And he needs to get up. We do not have a backup goalkeeper. And Johnny's kind of holding his side, but seems to be all right. They did call a foul. It's a free kick for Northwest. And it goes way to the far side. And Kenneth Pint picks up a loose ball, and he sends it into the sellout crowd. Be a throw in for the Panthers. Here, Coach Shook encouraging his team. And a nice play by Connor Blagg to steal that one. Dishes it off there to Almacina, who just scored the second goal a short time ago. There's a shot and a score. All right, who scored for them? David, do you have that one? Let me see what I can do. We're going to find out who scored. Number. You were right, David. All right, we got to clear now who scored here with a minute and change remaining. Derby goal scored by number 41, Keaton Rawls. And a little clock malfunction there. So now we're really, I think we caught up actually. And we're pretty much even. And Johnny makes a nice save. Hernandez dishes it off. The white shirts get it, send it right back to Johnny Wan. And with 30 seconds and change remaining, he will distribute it up here to Trey Stansfer. Stansfer gives it to Harris, and Harris sends it forward. Now he's going to get it right back again. Sends a weak pass forward, and then he tips it out of play. It'll be a throw in for Derby. And with 5 seconds to go, this should do it. And it does. Score at half, Derby Panthers 3 and Northwest Grizzlies 0. I'm going to make a couple of PA announcements here, ladies and gentlemen. So bear with me. Oops. This isn't good. I put the wrong public address announcements in my book. I put last games in. That wasn't very smart now, was it, Kevin? Nothing I can do about it now. Grizzlies are at home Friday night when Washburn Rural drives down from Topeka to take on the Grizzlies right here in Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. Junior Varsity kicks it off at 5 with a varsity match scheduled for 7 o'clock. All of the Northwest Grizzly regular season soccer games will be live on the web again this year, and both the junior varsity and varsity contests are scheduled for broadcast, both home and away. Our next webcast will be Friday night when we do the doubleheader against Washburn Rural. It all begins at 4:45 p.m. Check out the links at nwgrizzlieswebcast.com or nwhsgrizz.com. We thank all of our many sponsors who make these webcasts possible. And we invite you to mark your calendars for Monday, June 27th, the date of the annual Eric Profit No. 19 Scholarship Golf Tournament. The golf tournament will be held at Rolling Hills Country Club again this year and is open to all. This is a soccer fundraiser, and it's the main source of revenue for the Grizzly soccer program. You can support by either becoming a sponsor or by playing in the tournament or by doing both. For more information, go to nwgrizzliesgolf.com. There's also a link to the tournament on the webcast website as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a well-deserved couple of minutes off here. We'll be back with more in just a few minutes.
Is this on?
Yeah, you're fine. No, you're fine.
Is this on?
Yeah. Hold on.
Make sure it's not too loud. I like
Louder the better.
Well, they got to hear it across the way. And they got to hear me across the way. Probably easier for them to hear me than the music.
This Grizzly Soccer Timeout, sponsored by Kevin and Donna Arkin, proud supporters of the Grizzly Soccer program and soccer webcasting on the internet.
Alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go. Anyway, he never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verses, dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard with that stock. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's the type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record we should notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think it's a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best dedicated to what they do and give 100%. Forget Mike. Nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note, he writes every lean in mid-work when that light goes on in his...
The Best Western Wichita North Hotel in Park City is your meeting destination. Full facilities for meetings of all kinds, plus great food and accommodations. The Best Western Wichita North Hotel is at the exit of 53rd Street and I-135 in Park City.
15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, styles of beyond. Ryu, top beer, machine shop.
Oh, look at me, I didn't do it.
Well, y'all like. Let's go. Get started. Shane Cleveland switching lanes to see and hate him or love him for the same reason. Believe it, the game needs him. Plus the people need someone to believe in. Someone God's son will trust, cause they know I'm a fresh fire out ya. And of course I've been the boss's back when rockin' D-boy, feel I belong in a 190 black Benz. Now they shut down the stores that I'm shopping. Used to be train robbing, face covered in stock, and I'm down. Chain gleaming, switching lanes, two-seat and hate 'em or love 'em for the same reason. Can't leave it, the game needs 'em, plus the people need someone to believe in. So in God's son we trust, cause they know I'ma give 'em what they want. They're looking for a hero. I guess that makes me a hero. Rubber grip holder, reloader, come at me, I'ma rip your soldiers in half. Silverback ape, nickel-plated mag, young, rich and flashy, young. I'm nasty, all black clothes till ice lay on me so classy. And every time I close my lids, I can still see the barrel, I can still see the bridge, can still see the dreams that they never lived to see. Tell them angels open the door for me. From non-Berettas and moving raw, to chilling and wine, selling sticks and humidors. That's what
Camera's live, but you can move it if you want.
That's what I call a
You can move the camera if you want.
to the fullest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make more cream by every
Oh. That's probably where they were at the time he pointed it.
Well, no, I was pointing at I was pointing like a little off there, so there's cars.
Grizzly Soccer is sponsored each year by the Bob Profit family of Lake Oswego, Oregon. We are grateful to the Profit family for their continued support of the Grizzly Soccer program through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund.
And we are back at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. Grizzlies down 3-0 here at halftime. Kevin Arkin, Craig Kaemerick, and Samantha Curiel-Dominguez, who is currently moving the camera. She's up there in the crow's nest, getting it done.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're going to be starting here rather quickly. We'll take one more quick commercial timeout here at halftime, and then we'll be back with the start of the second half. Stay with us. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you by the family of Hall of Fame coach Bobby Bribiesca and his wife Vivian.
All righty. All we're waiting for is the action to begin. Derby will defend the north goal in the second half. In goal for the Panthers, Ethan Young. And in goal for Grizzlies, Johnny One. Alrighty, the teams are getting set for the kickoff where Grizzlies have a hole to fill. They're down 3-0, and they've really not had a threat to score in this contest. So we'll see what they do here, if they've made any major adjustments at halftime, have the Grizzlies. Derby will kick off here to start the second half. And as we await the start of things, we're waiting the whistle.
Hey, you want to do me a big favor and give me my headphones? Okay, in that shed, there's a blue backpack.
And we're underway here in the second half. And Derby quickly with a run, and the ball's going to go out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Derby early here in the second half. Corner kick, Derby.
Hey guys, we do not need to push up. We got 2 guys on the line. Right, and stay down.
And it comes here in front of the goal and a chip over the goal mouth. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. So in the first minute, we have one of each.
Hey guys, don't hang by somebody. Be an option.
And out it comes.
Come on, Kenneth. Come on, Kenneth.
Intercepted there by Derby. And here come the Panthers right back with it now.
Pressure, pressure. Good, Alex.
Alex Boyd intercepts and then gives it right back. And here comes Derby again. And they've got something cooking here.
Good, Joel.
There's a shot, and it's wide to the left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is being sponsored by Capital Portfolio Management of Overland Park, Kansas. We thank John Orengriff for his ongoing support of Grizzlies soccer through the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament each summer.
You want to learn something while she's up there? First thing you need to do is go in there, grab a chair, and I'll show you how to work the board. You can work the board.
Hey, not both of you.
This is mainly a student-driven production, ladies and gentlemen, as all of the Grizzly webcasts, and as such, this is truly an extension of the classroom as we have another goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. And since this is Mr. Craig's first time out, he's going to learn something today. All right. For soccer, it's pretty easy. Okay, because this is a preview. This is what the camera sees. This is what's actually going out. Okay, down here is where you put everything onto the scoreboard. Okay, so the score's here. Derby's on the left. We're on the right. The clock is running. You stop and start it here. So if there's a stoppage of play, you do that, and then you restart it just like that. And the goals are advanced. It's hard to see, but you'd advance them that way. Okay, and you can go up and down. So if you make a mistake, you can fix it. Nothing is not fixable. And then when there's a goal kick, we're gonna send. You can send it to a commercial. Okay, and here's how you do it. You go to video clips, remove the one that's in there, add one, and then add the next one in line.
Okay.
Click on it. It'll pop up, and then when I say this is Grizzly soccer. You're going to click, not play, you're going to click on cut. Cut is what puts it in. It cuts it into this.
Okay.
And then when it's done, remove it again and put the next one in. Okay? And as many goal kicks as we've had, you'll be plenty busy. Here comes Derby, ladies and gentlemen. Crossing pass, and it goes, into the goal. Okay, stop the clock because a goal scored and got a goal.
Back and then forward?
No, just hit the little arrow up it. There's an arrow to the right of the number.
Gotta have somebody help.
There we go.
Derby Panther goal, scored by number 25, Nick Martinez.
Hey, Joel. We'll go that way and push up him a little bit.
So Derby gets it's a good goal for Derby, albeit might be a little cheap, as that was intended to be a pass, and the wind, which is kind of swirling, kind of pushed it into the goal corner of the goal, and nobody was there on defense for the Grizzlies. There's Hernandez, and there's another crossing pass, And fortunately, there was nobody home because that would have been an easy tip in for the 5th goal for Derby. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. And then I just want to make sure. I just wanted to see the picture. That's our training staff has just arrived.
Thought it was security.
And there's one for Alex Boyd. A great block on a crossing pass, and it stays in, and the Grizzlies have control. Now let's see if they can get it out of their end. Pint with it. He sends it back to Boyd. Boyd still with it. Pint gets a foot on it. Can't control it, and here's Derby with it. A centering pass and a shot and a score. Unassisted. Derby Panthers goal scored by number 11, Adrian Campos. All right. Easy game bowling, right? Yeah. So, Craig Kaemerick will be a complete expert by the time this game is over. So, and if Miss Samantha wants to stay up there in the second game, you can stay here and you can run the board for the second game. It's a little bit different in the second game because we have a lot of PA announcements at the beginning that have music. All the music's over here. This is the only event that requires 3 computers to run. Don't ask me why. But it does. There's 3 computers running. Good strip and a steal by Derby. That was easy for me to say. There's a long shot that's going to go wide. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. Wait, let me try and launch a commercial. Subbing in for the Grizzlies, number 14, Jared Arvalo.
Which one's next in line? Is it this one?
Should already. Did you already put it up?
I removed it. Which one?
It'd be this first one on the next line.
So run it.
And too late now because they've started play.
Well,
You run it next time.
Yeah. Can I just do this and then?
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's ready.
And you just go in there next time and hit cut.
Yeah.
There you go. Here comes Derby again, and then another shot, and this time it'll be a score. Derby Panther goal scored by number 31, Armin Almacina. It's his second goal of the game. And it makes it 6-0, and all of a sudden the wheels have come off here in the second half. And the Grizzlies kick off. We're back underway. And there's a long one, but there's nobody there. That went all the way back to Ethan Young, so that'll be an easy pickup for him. And a goalkeeper distribution as he sends it over the top. We have a fan up there. We have fans holding signs up this year. Fan over there holding up an NW soccer sign. And there's another one. This one is over the top by Almacina as he tried to go for his hat trick. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
A major sponsor of Grizzly Soccer each year are the families of Joe and Judy Coughlin and of Chris and Jan Shoemaker. Jan, who is Eric Prophet's mother, has seen the memorial fund named for her son grow since its inception. Funds are used annually to provide scholarship assistance to graduating soccer seniors, as well as to maintain and improve the soccer complex that bears Eric's name. We thank the Coughlin and Shoemaker families for their continued support of the Grizzly Soccer program.
There we go. We're back here at Northwest High. Ball just kicked out of play on the restart. It'll belong to Derby. This one's going to go over everything. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest.
I believe it's this one.
The Grizzlies program extends its sincerest thanks to Jeff Grantham and the folks at Central Wine and Spirits for their support of the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund and soccer on the internet.
It's a goal kick. I'll start sending it to you. We got like 8 in. So that'll be the next one. All right, good. And you can leave it up there. It won't hurt anything to leave it up. Just click on video clips. You can leave that there. It won't hurt anything. Then you're ready to go. Back underway. And we appreciate your indulgence as we provide leadership, guidance, inspiration, consternation. Thank you very much, sir. Coach just brought over the starting lineups for the Grizzly substitution. Number 15, Xavier Gates.
Oh, they score?
And was that a score? 21?
Samantha.
Derby goal scored by number 21, Leo Fernandez. I missed that. 31. Correction on the goal score. It's 31, Armin Almacina. And that's a hat trick for Almacina. We thank Ben Seamer for helping us out where we can't see. Right now, I'm very envious of the young lady over here to my left who's sitting in the shade, because it is hot out here, folks. We're sitting here in 132% humidity on a hot day with virtually no wind. Here's an opportunity for Derby off the crossbar. There's a break for the Grizzlies. Johnny kind of gave up on that one. We're still sorting things out as Derby made a line change when the goal was scored. Brought in 7 guys at one time, and they're about to bring in some more, looks like. Substitution for Derby, number 41, Keaton Rawls. Rawls comes in. 19 minutes remaining in the contest. Grizzlies down by a bunch. They were down 3-0 at half and really thought they might still be in it at halftime, but they gave up 4 goals real quick in the second half, and that's basically been it. And that one will go over the goal line. That will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part through the support of our soccer families, including John and Maybrit Kramer family. We thank John and Maybrit for their ongoing support of the soccer program.
That's fine. Jared Arvalo taking the goal kick. Jared is the last-minute addition to the varsity roster for the second game, so he'll only be able to play in one of the 2 halves at best. And Ethan Young will send that one into the Derby bench. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Brighton Davis is going to throw it in. And he gets it up here to Colby Cheegy. David George couldn't get a foot on it. Now the Panthers have it back, and here's a run-through play. They scored on this a minute ago. And this time, Johnny is up to the spot, no pun intended, makes the great save, and sends it out here on the near side to David George. He'll bring it up. Nice play by David George. He centers one. Brighton Davis is there, and now Derby comes away with it. And bringing it down the near side is Angel Vielmas. He brings it out to center and sends one across, and that one is going to go somewhere into Sumner County, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by the Galdine Law Firm, 5025 East Kellogg, Suite 110. We thank Tony Galdine and his staff for their longtime support of the Grizzly Soccer program.
So that they'll be done before the kick is taken. Colby Chigi is the recipient of the goal kick, and that one is chipped out of play. Derby gets the throw in, and Joel Hernandez has it, brings it forward. This one's going in deep for Derby, and Jared Arvala, what a nice defensive play. And they're going to call that one a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest.
Hey, David, you guys got to make sure you're an opening. Oh, give Joel an option. Okay, one of you stay back, one of you open up more towards the middle. Follow the green area.
Arvalo sends it forward. Intercepted by Derby, and here's a shot right away and a save by Johnny Wan off the foot of Aaron Peoples. Really a nice save by the young goalkeeper. You know, there are 7 goals in the net, but he's played better than the score. He really has. There's another crossing pass. He gets a hand on it. Off the post this time by Peoples. And what are they going to call? I think they may be calling. They're calling something.
Julian, they're down on the other end. Julian!
They are calling a corner kick for Derby. Corner kick, Derby. So Derby with the corner kick.
Hey, guys, find somebody to mark up.
There's a nice header that goes wide. And it's another goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. They took it real quick.
There you go, David.
David George with it. Fighting hard. Whoops. I just lost my personality.
Good, Brighton.
Pardon me, folks. Nothing worse than dropping your script. Here we go.
Hop up, don't complain, just get back.
There's a long shot, and Johnny's right there. That shot taken by Ivan Davila Rodriguez.
Right now. Heads up.
At the conclusion of this contest, we're going to send it right to the Goal for Goal pregame show with head coach Austin Clifton, because it's a very long pregame show today, and we barely have enough time in between games to squeeze it in. So, and we have a man down in the backfield. You can stop the clock, Greg. Yeah, they stopped the clock for injury. Neither one of them signaled, but David upstairs stopped it, so, and he was right. Let's see who the injured player is. It's 14. The injured player is number 14, Jared Arvalo. And quite frankly, I think he took a dive just so that the training staff would go out there and wait on him. What do you think? He seems to be okay. We have 2 new trainers in the program this year working with Tommy Gonzalez, when we're gonna have a sit down with those two at some point in the season, having a little interview with them. They are both students at Wichita State in the PA program. Ball's on the far side and finally gets tipped into the crowd. And it will be a throw in, I believe, for who's it for? It's our ball, Northwest ball. They'll throw it in with 12:40 remaining in the second half. Our display clock's running a little bit ahead of the game clock here in the second half. We'll get that fixed up when we get an opportunity. As soon as I show Mr. Kaemerick how to do that. And Johnny punts it. Short punt. Lands on the foot of a Panther. And it heads forward. And Brighton Davis gets the distribution from the keeper, taps it forward, and it's intercepted. And that's been the story of the second half. Unable to maintain possessions. Braden Penninger has it, and he still has it. And he sends it shot into Johnny One and an easy save. Or he makes it look easy. It was a hard shot, but he made the save look easy. And then on the distribution, a shot is taken at him right away again. And there's another one right into him. So he's made 3 saves here in about 30 seconds. And somebody lost a shoe, and I think it's him. It is. Johnny lost his shoe. And I don't think the ref saw it, or they probably would have stopped the game and to allow him to get his shoe back on because he's wearing gloves. But he manages to get the shoe back on. And there's a shot and a score on a ball that went right by him. Yeah. It's 8-0.
Gambino's Pizza is proud to sponsor the Grizzlies on NWHSGrizz.com. Check out their menu online at www.gambinospizza.com/Wichita or visit their location at 1520 South Webb Road, Suite 120.
Back at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium with our executor, Craig Kaemerick, and photojournalist up there, Samantha, Curiel-Dominguez, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies trail 8-0 with 10:40 left in the game. Let me show you how to fix this. If you get real behind on the clock, first of all, it has to be stopped. Highlight it, and then you can manually type in what you want it to say. I'm going to make it 10:30. When it gets to 10:30, well, I made it 10:20 by mistake. When it gets to 10:20, hit the start button and let it catch up to you. Okay, we're waiting for the kickoff here after the goal. Actually, we're waiting for Johnny to get his shoe back on, and he has done so. Julian Garcia, the sophomore, getting ready to come in for the Grizzlies. This will be a throw-in for Northwest. Oh, no, it won't. They called a foul there, and it's a free kick. So Garcia will have to wait. Derby comes away with it. Now here come the Panthers back, and Brett Anderson is decked. And I cannot believe they didn't call that. It happened right in front of the official. But that play had charge written on it.
Good, Christopher. Hey, guys, give
And there's a shot and a score by Logan Zinn. Derby goal scored by number 27, Logan Zinn. So they've spread the scoring around. You want to run another commercial?
Grizzly Soccer is brought to you in part today by Gecko Painting out of Lenexa, Kansas. Northwest High School alum Stacy Higgins and her husband Danny are proud supporters of the Grizzly Soccer program from a distance. Those of you in the Kansas City metro area in need of quality painting services, contact Danny or Stacy at 913-782-7000 or check them out at www.geckopainting.com.
Kickoff here with 9:16 remaining in the you're good. In the second half, Grizzlies down 9-0. The next goal will end the game on the mercy rule. So we could be starting the varsity game a few minutes early in that case. And here comes Derby again. Second half has just been a rout. And again, a breakthrough and off the post. That will be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick Northwest. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you by the Goal for Goal Soccer Camps, the premier soccer camp in South Central Kansas, led by Hall of Fame coach Bobby Bribiesca. Go to goalforgold.com and check out a camp for your youth soccer player today.
I like this a lot. Got a new roster from the Derby coach, and I like it a lot better than the one he emailed me. I think I'll use it. Throw in now for the Panthers. 8 minutes to go. Throw in from Derby. And that one goes clear across and, wow, into the goalpost. Two players go into the goalpost, and Tommy Gonzalez didn't even wait. He had it out there. But both players got up. They seem to be okay. We've seen, in fact, I told our two new trainers just Friday night after the alumni game, I was telling them a story of a young lady who was warming up in that same goal and dove to make a save while warming up and broke her arm in two places and essentially ended her soccer career. We have a corner kick here. Corner kick Derby. Wasn't sure what it was, so I waited for the placement of the ball. And now here it comes in the air right in front of the goal, and a header is just a bit high, and it goes through the goal mouth. And there's a shot, and that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick Northwest. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Greenleaf Chiropractic is a wellness-based office treating adults and children of all ages. The office also has on staff a master herbalist who offers nutritional coaching several days a month. Sports injuries, headaches, posture correction, laser therapy. Greenleaf Chiropractic does it all. Check them out at greenleafchiro.com.
I'll get another headset out and put it on you. Assistant coach for the ladies, stopping by the broadcast booth to check out the JV game. We have a corner kick here for Derby. Corner kick Derby. They can get the 10th one anytime. I mean, at this point, the game is over. So, the kids had it. It was close at half. It was 3-0 at half. Yeah, they played them tough in the first half, and the second half they had a 4-goal sprint or spread in just a couple of minutes. They kind of wiped them out.
Corner, guys, you're back in front of the goal. Leave them do their things out 18 yards.
And we have a goal kick here for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. Better wait. And I sent over here in the direction of David George. And David can't hang on to it. It's taken away. And here comes Logan Zinn back. He just scored a moment ago. This one goes over and wide, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by Highland Roofing and Exteriors, 3835 North Hillcrest, Suite 1 in Bel Air. Contact Mike Highland at 686-8200 or check out their website at highlandroofing.com.
And we're back here. The goal kick just taken. And that one goes into the sellout crowd. Whose ball is it? Must be Derby's ball because we have a substitute waiting to come in. And this one becomes a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest.
Former Northwest soccer alum LeBron Holloman continues to support the Grizzly soccer program each year. We wish him success in his new role as head soccer coach at Kansas Wesleyan in Salina and hope his schedule permits him to join us during the season.
Awaiting the goal kick here after the substitution. Trey Stansfer went in and he just took the goal kick.
Come on, David, up the line.
David George with it. Can't control it. It comes right here to us. Joel Hernandez waiting to go back in for Northwest. 2.5 to go here in the JV contest. The varsity contest will follow 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And we're going to go straight to the Goal for Goal pregame show as soon as this one is over because we have a long program tonight. Goal kick, Northwest. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 20, Joel Hernandez. And you're watching NWHSGrizz.com. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Inside Real Estate is your full-service commercial real estate company. Call Dan Unruh at 316-618-1100 and let Dan put his commercial real estate expertise to work for you.
Here's a shot, score, game over. Derby goal scored by number 27, Logan Zinn. Final score, Derby 10, Northwest 0. Varsity game will commence in about 20 minutes or so. In the meantime, the concession stand is open. And we saw the smoke of hamburgers being cooked over there, so head on over to the concession stand. Okay, go to video clips. Folks, before we do that, folks, final score 10-0. We're going to send it to the Goal for Goal pregame show. It's this one right here. Double click on that. And we're going to send you there right now. Stay with us. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This is the Goal for Goal varsity pregame show. Coach Austin Clifton reviews the last game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by the Goal for Goal soccer camps. Check out a camp for this summer at goalforgoal.com. And now, here's Coach Clifton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Grizzly Soccer on the World Wide Web. Tonight, the Derby Panthers come calling in the season opener for both teams here at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. Joined, as always, on the Goal for Goal pregame show by head coach Austin Clifton. Coach, I'm going to go backwards in time first and talk a little bit about the last game you all played, which was the quarterfinals of the girls' state tournament last year. First of all, congratulations on the girls doing so well in getting to the state quarterfinals. They really did have an outstanding year.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a few months since we've been able to interview. It's good to be back. Always good to reflect on a fun season that we had, especially when the girls worked so hard. It was a great season. I know that having that much success, it's going to bring challenges this year. Looking forward to the spring. You know, we're going to have a target on our back at times, and the girls are really going to have to check the ego at the door and get to work, because just because you had success the year prior doesn't mean it's guaranteed, even though we returned 98% of our starting lineup and our bench. So they're excited. I actually went out and watched a lot of them this weekend up at Stryker Complex playing with their club teams, and that was really fun to see them and how they're growing. And all of them said the same thing, that they're just ready to get back out there in the spring. So I'm excited.
And congratulations also on the honor bestowed upon you last year, being named Coach of the Year. Awesome award for you.
Yeah, I never thought I would get that, especially my first season. But that's just a testament to the players, the coaches, everybody that showed up every day to work. It's not me. I just put the lineup together and coach them up at practice and try to coach them up in the game as much as I can. But really, it comes down to the team and the girls, and for the expectations that we had going into the season, what other people probably thought of us. We far exceeded that, and it was really exciting, and it was a fun season.
Okay, let's turn our attention forward. We've got a new boys season and a lot of high hopes for this bunch. There's a lot of familiar names on the varsity roster. A lot of kids that played JV last year have moved up this year, and which is a testament to Art Shook and the JV program, getting them ready for for varsity play. But this isn't the first time you've seen them. You've been with them all summer.
Yeah, we've been going for about 2 months now. We had Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We would go every day for the days that we could go, unless there was a holiday or Keisha told us not to. Had like 8 to 10 scrimmages this summer, and we even played in a tournament. So the boys will be somewhat ready. Nothing really replicates a real varsity game under the lights or a JV game under the lights, but I think it helped us. We played quality opponents. We had a really good alumni game this past Friday, scrimmage, not a game, but a scrimmage, and they played really good. Usually our alumni team, we bring back a pretty good team, a lot of studs.
A bunch of all-stars on
Yeah,
that team.
we had a good team, and usually, not to sound bad, but usually the alumni team puts the work to them, but we really struggled, and we scraped one out on Friday, and I got a lot of compliments from parents and people, students that came out and watched about just the boys' energy and effort, and that's one of the things, that's our pillar this year, is we're not the biggest team. We're inexperienced at times. We got a good junior class that brings some varsity experience back, but like you said, a lot of that sophomore class, we have a couple freshmen. They're playing for the first time at the varsity level, so it's going to be a big step up for them, but I think they're ready, and it's going to be really good right out of the gate to play a team like Derby and see where we're at.
Kind of an unusual situation you face this year, no seniors.
Yeah, no seniors. We have everybody will be back next year if they decide to come back, so that's exciting, kind of where the girls were at last year in a similar situation, but I really do think the boys are going to step up. Their work ethic was fantastic on Friday. We have to replicate that today in practice and in the games as well, and I just hope that they come out ready to go, because we have a brutal schedule. Everybody knows that. It's usually the same every year, and so there's not going to be any easy games. So, and I like that, because then we can really see where we're at. But Derby's going to be tough, man, and not only that, not looking forward past Derby, but then we got Washburn Rule on Friday, so really tough week. But we're excited. The boys are ready for the challenge.
Let's talk about your work in the back. I'm going to start with our goalkeeper, Bryson Biggs. He very stalwart in JV last year and looked great in the alumni scrimmage on Friday night.
Yeah, so Biggs is a junior coming. This will be his first year playing varsity. He did. He played pretty well on Friday. He had a few big saves. It could have been even worse in that regard. He just needs to get comfortable. It's going to be a little bit faster at the varsity level. Kids are going to be better. You're going to be seeing more shots, better shots, and just higher quality athletes and opponents. So we're confident in him. We also have, the good thing this year is we have multiple goalies. We have another freshman named Evan Locke, who just is unfortunately not going to be with us for this first game. But it's going to be a good, healthy competition for them to see who earns the spot each and every week, and we're comfortable with putting either one of them in there. So it's good times right now to have a few good goalies.
And, of course, Sam Mueller is gone from the back line. He kind of anchored that along with Andrew Fisher, who's also gone from last year. So you've got to replace those two guys.
Yeah, we got to replace. Our back line is fairly new this year. We also lost Misael Rivas in the back. The only one that really returns this year is Trenton McMeekin, our right back. So what's funny is we have experience because we had Tyler Smalley in goal last year. He's not playing goal anymore, so he'll plug into one of our center back spots. So that's another junior with varsity experience, even though it's not on the field, but he'll be ready. And then we have a kid that came in from Kansas City last year. His name's Braden Souder, junior, really strong, physical, vocal kid in the back. That's something that we love about him. And for a quiet team especially, his voice carries across the pitch. And
I'm
then
glad you mentioned that because I was going to bring that up if you hadn't.
Yeah.
He was very vocal in the alumni scrimmage.
Yep.
And that was refreshing.
Yeah, it's refreshing, and you need that. You need communication. We're all on the same team. We're all trying to accomplish the same goal, so it's good to have somebody like that will step up and do that to where I don't have to. And then we'll also have Anthony Solis, another junior, in the back. So our whole back line is juniors. We're actually really excited about our defense. That was something we struggled with last year. I don't think we kept a clean sheet all season. And we played good teams. It was the City League only schedule, and so it was tough. But that's something we're really focused on is not allowing goals this year.
Let's just talk about the City League for just a moment since you brought it up. City League, I think, this year is tougher than ever. You've got a couple of really standout teams. You got Bishop Carroll, who's tough every year. You've got East and North. Tell us about those.
Yeah, it's going to be tough top to bottom, especially for the boys this year. I think the City League's always tough, but it just seems like, especially this year and the last few years since I've been back, it's stacked. North is going to be really good this year. They're a team to watch out for those of you that are interested in local soccer and keeping up with other than Northwest. The two Catholic schools are always fantastic. They're tough to play, especially on the road. And East is always good. They lost a lot of seniors, but they'll reload and get back to it. And and not to mention Southwest, Southeast Heights, all those teams are going to be really good. There's not going to be an easy game on the schedule, and our boys are starting to realize that, and they'll really see it once the season starts. But we're trying to drill it through their brains.
And you've mentioned every team on our schedule at least once, with the exception of one, and that's Manhattan. And we're going to Manhattan, so we got to play them in their backyard, and they are so tough every year, especially at home.
Yep, get to go to, I think we went twice last year with the girls to Manhattan, and just so happened the schedule worked out that instead of going to Topeka, we're going to Manhattan with the boys too. So 3 trips in a row. We'll be used to it as coaches, but the boys, a lot of them, we didn't get a road trip last year because we had the City League only schedule. So it's going to be a new experience, a fun experience for them. Road trips are fantastic. Take a charter bus out, get to be with the team and the family, and get experience playing a good team on the road. And it's a great stadium. It's a great program with great coaches, and I'm just excited our boys get to experience that.
Everything about that trip I just absolutely love, with one exception. I sure wish that stadium had an elevator to get up to the press box, because it's a long walk. Yeah. So, well, let's turn our attention to the matter at hand. You got Derby coming in here. What's different about Derby this year over last?
This year, I think last year they didn't have very many seniors. They had a pretty big junior class who now are seniors. I just read an article. They have a really good publication called the Derby Informer over at Derby, and they post about their sports, and they just released an article about their varsity team, and they've got like 5 to 6 core group of seniors. That's something that we don't have, and it's not the end-all, be-all, but it definitely makes a difference when you've got guys that have...
Experience factors.
Yes, experience is important, and not only that, but they're older, they know what to do, they're probably club players, so it's going to be tough. Derby's always a really good program. They get 50, 60 guys trying out every year, and they got great coaches, and it's going to be a good challenge for us, but I think if we do what we're supposed to do, we bring the energy, we defend our home field, and we get a good crowd out there, that anything's possible, and we can sneak one by, but we're really going to have to work for it.
Okay, we wish you the best of luck tonight against the Derby Panthers. Those of you watching this, if you're in Wichita, you want to come out to the stadium and support the Grizzlies. They are a fun group to watch. It's going to be a fun season watching them. But if you can't, we're right here. We're going to do every game, home and away, JV and varsity. Every game is on the schedule, weather permitting, on any given date. So you won't have to worry about missing any of the Grizzlies action this year.
Absolutely, and we'd love your support. I think it's $6 for adults at the gate, $4 for students. If you have, I think even Northwest students, if you have the activity pass, you might be able to get in for free. But come out and support them. It's great. The kids love it. They love having a crowd, and that's something that we really pride here, especially at Northwest Soccer, is we have a great stadium, a great complex, and we need to fill that thing out for the boys.
And we had a good crowd for the alumni contest. We should have mentioned that. And if you're watching this, folks, and came out, thank you for coming. It was a great, great crowd for that night.
Yeah, it was great, and just it helps because it feels like a game day. You know, it might not, the scoreboard might not have been on, and we might not have had refs or anything like that, but it felt like a game. And, you know, the boys were playing grown men, so, I mean, it's tough. And
they played like it meant something.
Yeah, it was a very competitive match, and just having the crowd there and the support, and especially when we're starting to play teams that we don't want to win, like a Derby, but alumni, you know, you're kind of like, oh, it's okay who wins. But these next games, we need a pro Northwest crowd, and we need to get rowdy.
Okay, best of luck tonight against the Derby Panthers. We'll look forward to visit before Friday night's game against Washburn.
Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you guys.
Head coach Austin Clifton on the Goal for Goal pregame show. Stay tuned after this 3-minute timeout for the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's varsity contest against the Derby Panthers. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue another 6A state title. Follow your Northwest Grizzlies all year long from the Titan Classic through to the state 6A tournament. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hamilton Ford at the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. By Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Gooing, Colson & Kitch attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, the official financial institution of the Northwest Grizzlies, with locations all over the Wichita metro area. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Shoemaker family, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Todd Eflin narrates. Audiobooks, training videos, phone systems, or commercials, use the voice you're hearing right now for your next audio project. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, whose mission is to assist organizations in improving the communities by making grants to fund projects at 501c3 charitable organizations. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Serving the Wichita area at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarships to graduation soccer seniors and assistance to their post-secondary education. Support the fund by being a sponsor of the annual Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field for today's varsity contest, and your host, Kevin Arkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Wichita Northwest High School soccer program, along with head coach Austin Clifton and assistant coach Art Shook, welcomes you to Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium at the Eric Profit No. 19 Memorial Soccer Complex for tonight's season opening contest, featuring the Panthers of Derby High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. We extend a warm Grizzly welcome to all Northwest parents, friends, and alumni in attendance at tonight's game, as well as to our guests from Derby High. And we also welcome those of you watching on the internet tonight from both Derby High and Northwest as well. Today's game is sanctioned by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. In accordance with Rule 52, we encourage your enthusiastic support and encouragement for the student athletes, coaches of both teams, and the officials, showing our guests from Derby High what Grizzly hospitality is all about. We thank you for your cooperation. The center referee for tonight's match is Klaus Kolmai. He will be assisted by Matt Schulte and by Ben Seamer. Now let's meet the Derby Panthers. A sophomore goalkeeper, number 0, Ethan Young. Junior defender, Maddox Ramirez. Sophomore forward, Adrian Campos, number 11. Junior defender, number 13, Cooper Chadwick. Sophomore defender, number 17, Tyler Ring Younker. Sophomore midfielder, number 18, Colin Meyer. Junior midfielder, number 19, Quincy Masumbo. Freshman forward, number 21, Leo Fernandez. Senior forward, number 23, Rodrigo Valenzuela. Freshman midfielder, number 24, Angel Vielmas. Junior forward, number 31, Armin Almacina. Sophomore forward, number 41, Keaton Rawls. And now the starting lineup for the Derby Panthers. In goal, wearing number 1, a senior, Javier Vaquera. Senior defender, number 2, Cole Dubois. Junior forward, number 3, Rigo Salazar. Senior defender, number 4, Scott Simmons. Senior midfielder, number 7, Andy Densenkan. Senior midfielder, number 8, Caleb Day. Sophomore forward, number 10, Diego Vaquera. Sophomore defender, number 12, Boaz Day. Sophomore defender, number 14, Jaden Densenkan. Sophomore midfielder, number 16, Riley Beasley. And junior midfielder, number 20, Adrian Vielmas. Head coach for the Panthers is Paul Burke. He's assisted by Chad Schwartz and by Edgar Vaquera. The managers are Ava Day, Claudia Gamboa, and Crystal Florio. Ladies and gentlemen, the Derby High School Panthers. And now let's meet your 2021 Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. A sophomore midfielder wearing number 8, A.J. Joint. Sophomore defender number 11, Basil Shakhtour. Sophomore defender number 12, Landon Vestring. Sophomore defender number 17, Alex Boyd. Freshman midfielder number 18, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. And now the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. In goal, a junior, number 0, Bryson Biggs. On defense, a junior, number 3, Trenton McMeekin. On defense, a junior, number 4, Tyler Smalley. Freshman midfielder, number 5, Elijah Benning. Sophomore midfielder, number 6, Calvin Bell. Junior midfielder, number 7, Hamzi El Sukar. Junior defender, number 9, Braden Sauter. Junior midfielder, number 10, Martin Soto Tovar. Sophomore midfielder, number 15, Christian Urbano. Junior defender, number 21, Anthony Solis. And number 22, junior forward, Gabe Schilling. The Grizzlies are coached by Austin Clifton. He's assisted by Art Shook. Head trainer is Tommy Gonzalez, and he's assisted by Tony Jenner and by Edith Segoviano. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. We want to take a moment to thank some of the sponsors who make Grizzly Soccer possible. They include Mel Hambledon Ford, Aerotech Engineering, Emerson Biggins, Dugan and Giroux Attorneys, Gecko Painting, the Robert L. Gould Foundation, Credit Union of America, the Joe Coughlin and Chris Shoemaker families, Security First Title, the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists, and the law firm of Fleeson, Gooing, and Kitch. Grizzly homestand will continue on Friday when Washburn Rural comes into Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium for a doubleheader. Junior Varsity will kick it off at 5 o'clock. The varsity match is scheduled for 7. Both games will be webcast live on nwhsgrizz.com. Alrighty, well. All right, folks, here we are, getting ready for the opening kickoff of the varsity contest. Your game time temperature, a very balmy 94 degrees, and the humidity, a very balmy 94%. A very muggy night here in Wichita, and there is virtually no wind now here at the stadium, so it's going to seem even hotter than it actually is. We've got Craig back on the camera up there. He's all set to go. We're all set to go. And Derby's all set to go. Derby will defend the south goal in the first half. In goal for the Panthers, number 1, Javier Vaquera. And in goal for the Grizzlies, number 0, Bryson Biggs. All right, folks, before they get started, I'm going to sneak a drink. And I know you heard it. Sorry. And we are underway here in the varsity contest tonight. A 2-night homestand. We're back here again Friday night, as I mentioned, to take on Washburn Rural. The Junior Blues will come in. They are always tough. So we're starting off our schedule very, very strong. And next week we will be at South High for the Titan Classic. We play Monday at 1 o'clock against, I believe, Hayes. And yes, that game will be webcast live. McMeekin with it over there on the far side. Gives it up. Derby has it. And here come the Panthers back down. Here comes a throw in from Tony Solis. Calvin Bell back to Tony. Now he'll send it over to Tyler Smalley. Smalley sends it up the middle to Hamzy. And here comes Derby back with it. A run down the right side and a shot and a score. Wow. Score by Caleb Day. Derby Panther goal scored by number 8, Caleb Day. Wow, that caught us by surprise.
Four of you standing there. Nobody wanted to get stuck in. Nobody wanted to say, I got ball. We're just fine with letting them score.
And we're back underway. They scored a minute and a half into the contest, did Derby. And over here on the near side, now back to Solis. Solis sends it to Smalley. Smalley up to Calvin Bell. Bell fighting hard for it. Soto now right in front of it, and he gets it, and he'll bring it forward. He sends it to Hamzy again. And bringing it up the middle. Nice play that time by Elijah Benning. And a foul called by Klaus Colmy, the center referee. The venerable one. Back for yet another season. Tyler Smalley will take the free kick. Elijah gets a shot off and it goes wide, and that will go over the goal for a goal kick. This Derby goal kick brought to you by Mel Hambledon Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge, Mel Hambledon Ford. And the goal kick is taken. We sure thank Mel Hambledon Ford for their support, as always, of Grizzly soccer. Calvin Bell with it. Gabe Schilling sends it over to Elijah, but it's intercepted, and here comes Derby back on a run. Here's a chance for the Panthers, and a shot partially blocked. Bryson Biggs will pick it up, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. We're on the air Friday again at 4:45. We'll do the JV game and the varsity game. And both will be live. Both will be podcast on the same link. And all the links are posted on nwhsgrizz.com on the day of the game. And Tony sends it back. Calvin Bell couldn't get it. Day for Derby had an opportunity, and finally it's cleared out, and a nice job by Sauter to clear that one up. And Braden Sauter, new to the program, new to the school, and new to Wichita. He comes here from Kansas City, and we're glad that he's joined us here at Northwest. Foul was just called there, and it'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies. And it looks like Trenton McMeekin will take the free kick for Northwest. He does it short to Elijah Benning. Benning short, give and go back to Benning. Benning couldn't connect on it though, and here comes Derby back with it. Now Calvin Bell steals it. And back to McMeekin it goes. Now I'm going to try the other side of the field, but there's nobody over here except white shirts. And it will be Riley Beasley who sends it forward. And there's some wheels and a shot and a score. Wow. And it's 2-0. Number 8 scored. Who scored that? I don't know who scored it. I know Beasley's got the assist. As soon as we start the clock here, we're going to go ahead and let you watch a Silent Sunday for segment while I go find out. Huh? 8 again. I thought it was Caleb Day too. Derby Panther goal scored by number 8, Caleb Day. Assisted on the goal by number 16, Riley Beasley. All right, so we know what happened there. Grizzlies down a quick 2-0 hole here early in the contest. Martin Soto. Tovar sends it across. Was trying to get that one over there to Christian Urbano, but it didn't work out. And we have a line change coming in for Northwest here. 18. We'll get those to you when that happens. Meanwhile, McMeekin with it. Calvin Bell with it. Give and go back to Calvin, too far. Picked off by Derby. And there's Martin Soto Tovar with it. And Martin looking for the foul, didn't get it, and the moral of that story is never look for the foul. You look for the foul, you're not going to get the call. Because if it was a foul, the referee would have blown the whistle to start with. Smalley sends it forward to Soto Tovar, who give and go back to him, and he sends it across now. Again, trying to get it to boatload of subs coming in here. It's going to take me half an hour whenever we do it. And here comes 4 for each team. Meanwhile, Meekin has it at midfield. He dishes it forward. Gets it back from Elijah Benning, and now to Bell, and now back to McMeekin. In the far corner it goes, bounces around, still in. Derby with it. And Calvin Bell gets a long shot off. It's going to go wide for a goal kick. Goal kick, Derby. Substitutions for the Panthers. Number 13, Cooper Chadwick. Number 21, Leo Fernandez. Number 26, Aiden Vaquera. Number 23, Rodrigo Valenzuela. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 8, AJ Joint. Number 11, Basil Shakhtour. Number 12, Landon Vestring. And number 18, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. And after all that, we have a goal kick for Derby. Good thing I had paper and a lot of ink. At midfield, Derby's coming away with it here. On the far side, McMeekin giving chase. Gets a piece of it. Not enough, though, and here comes Derby back with it, and that's looks like Caleb Day again, and he takes a long shot over the goal line for a goal kick. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Tom Simon and Aerotech Engineering. 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, Kansas. And we thank Tom and his good folks for supporting Grizzly soccer. And this one comes all the way out to center. Big boot that time by the Grizzlies. Joint and Soto working to get it forward. There's nobody there, though. Inside 30 minutes to go, first half. Grizzlies down 2-0. 2 goals by Caleb Day of Derby. Some of the fans wanting an offside and not getting it. And a long shot and a save by Bryson Biggs. Now it comes out to Tovar. Soto Tovar can't control it. Derby comes away with it. They'll send it back, but there's a AJ Joint, and he goes down. Play continues. Derby gets it and sends it forward. And Caleb Day rushing again. Now he's going to pass it. Now he's going to shoot it, and this time Bryson Biggs saves it. So Caleb Day's hat trick is thwarted, at least for the moment. on the near side. Panthers 2-on-2, and now an offside call. Offside Derby, free kick Northwest. And a break for the Grizzlies there. As Derby got themselves trapped offside. McMeekin on the far side now. Looking to get something going here with the Grizzlies down 2-0. Landon Vestring with it, sends it forward, goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Derby. Panther substitutions. Number 3, Rigo Salazar. Number 7, Andy Densenkum. And number 18, Colin Meyer. Derby awaiting the signal to throw it in. Now we're back underway. As we approach 27 minutes remaining here in the first, there'll be another throw in for Derby. Derby with it at midfield. Bringing it up and tapped out of play that time by Tyler Smalley. It'll stay with Derby on the throw-in. But a nice defensive play by the defensive specialist for the Grizzlies. Ball in front. Smalley distributes. Gets a long one. That may go into the sellout crowd. Derby continues with it. Bringing it up is Densenkum. Now over on the far side, Scott Simmons has it. This one goes all the way back to goalkeeper Vaquera. Tyler Smalley intercepts, sends it forward to Toto across the way now in the direction of Shakhtar, but he couldn't get up with it. McMeekin with it. Sends a long one into the penalty area. Trying to get it to Martin Soto. Unable to do so. Here's Vestring with it. He sends one forward to Soto. Martin tried to send one across, but it was blocked. Tyler Smalley got a head on it as it bounded around. Again, this is an all-natural surface, grass turf field here at Northwest High. They mowed it right before the game. And the field is in excellent condition, given the heat wave and drought that we're in right now. They have been putting water on it, and most of it is still green. And it's very firm, so it's in good shape, a good stand of grass. And we have subs. Grizzly substitutions. Into the game, number 7, Hamzi El-Sukar. Number 15, Christian Urbano. Number 21, Tony Solis. And number 22, Gabe Schilling. Woo. And that was a bunch of subs, folks. We have a throw-in for Northwest on the far side that will take place here as soon as the subs come off. Comes in and Grizzlies center one. There's nobody there but white shirts, though. The only person close was Soto, and it was over his head. And a great play by Calvin Bell to strip the ball and get it back for the Grizzlies. Now Soto centering one. who's going to get it. There's a shot, and it's going to go high and over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Derby. This Derby goal kick brought to you by Emerson Biggins at Old Town, 808 East Douglas, our luncheon sponsor at this year's golf tournament. Thank you, Luis Lopez. And we appreciate our sponsors understanding that for home games, we're not going to be able to put their spots on the internet because I can't do both at the same time. So they get the benefit of the live read on the internet as well. But we certainly appreciate our sponsors, our many sponsors, and we'll give them plenty of love here throughout the season, and we ask you to do the same. Do business with our sponsors, and please thank them for supporting Grizzly soccer. Means a lot. Gabe Schilling goes down, no call. Martin Soto with it. And a nice tackle of the ball, sending it out of play by Densancom. And looks like Derby is going to make a line change here. 2, 8, 10, 20, 16, and 20. They're going to send in 5. And that one goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Tony Solis will throw it in. Solis to Schilling. Calvin Bell giving chase. Now Solis has it. And he's going to get it to Smalley. Smalley back to Solis. Solis splits the rails, and here's Calvin Bell with it. Some nice ball handling here. Elijah Benning with it now at midfield. Benning still with it, fighting with it over there. McMeekin trying to get out of the way to be a target and unable to do so. And the Grizzlies are already finding out what speed does because they just got beat on a play because of speed. This one goes, that stays in. Goes back. Who's got it? Derby with it in the white shirts. Road teams always wear white. Tradition started 3 years ago. And we have a little exchange of verbiage between Sauter and a Derby player. I couldn't tell who that was. This kick will be indirect, not that it means anything. And out it comes to center. McMeekin trying to get it to Schilling, and it's intercepted. It'll belong to the Grizzlies as a foul is called on, who did they call that on? They called that on Colin Meyer, I believe. Either way, it'll be Grizzly free kick. See who's going to take this. Calvin Bell took it, and it's a goal kick. Substitutions for Derby. Number 2, Cole Dubois. Number 8, Caleb Day. Number 10, Diego Vaquera. Number 16, Riley Beasley. And number 20, Adrian Vielmas. Goal kick, Derby. $18 remaining here in the first half. 2-0 Grizzlies trail. Benning sends it to Bell. Bell with it now, trying to win it from two players. Gets it to Solis. Solis gets it to Hamzy. Back to Solis. Solis to Bell. Bell has a player draped all over him, and that's Diego Vaquera. Now comes up to Martin Soto. He can't control it, and who's going to win this one? Looks like Derby will come away with it. And here's a run through. And Bryson Biggs will beat everybody to the ball, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Out to center it comes. The lights are on here at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. Haven't taken effect yet, but the sun is making its way down behind the trees shortly. Martin Soto right in front of us with it. Gives it to Bell. Bell, lots of room to work. Sends it back to Smalley. Smalley sends it across the way to McMeekin. And Derby eventually comes away with it in the person of Andy Dinsankum. We have a free kick near the corner. It's not a corner kick. All players required to be 10 yards away from either team. In front of the goal, loose in front. And finally, over the top of the goal for a goal kick. Goal kick Northwest. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 18, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. This goal kick brought to you by the Tom Lassiter family, proud supporters of Grizzly soccer in memory of Carla. And the free kick about to be taken here. Well, Grizzlies gave up a couple of goals, one of which was a pretty soft goal, but they're hanging in there. Crossed the way by Martin Soto, deep. And this one's going to go over for a goal kick. This Derby goal kick brought to you by the Joe Coughlin and Chris Shoemaker families. We thank them for their ongoing support of the Grizzly soccer program. Goal kick is taken, launched out to Dinsankum. He sends one forward to midfield. Tyler Smalley giving chase there to Diego Vaquera. Andy Dinsankum with it now. And Tyler Smalley tried to get it to Gabe Schilling, and it was partially blocked. Schilling fighting for it. He's got it. Can he get a shot off? He does, and it's going to go over the top. It'll be another goal kick for Derby. This Derby goal kick brought to you by the law firm of Fleece and Gooing, Coulson and Kitch on the 19th floor of the Epic Center. That one goes out of play. It'll stay with Derby. Oh, maybe it won't. Yeah, it will. Landon Vestring trying to do a sales job here as he wants to sub in by taking his penny off. I think the only person he sold was yours truly. And a nice defensive play by Sauter. Welcome to Wichita, Braden. Here comes Derby right back with it now. Grizzlies packing it in on defense, and they're still coming through. There's a chip over the goal for a Grizzly goal kick. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Credit Union of America, with convenient locations all over Wichita, including 13th and Mays Road. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 11, Basil Schocktour, and number 12, Landon Vestring. "12 minutes to go here in the first half. One of my favorite people is in the building, and that is Joanna Chadwick, who you may know from Byte Magazine and from all her years working with high school sports at the Eagle. She is now the journalism instructor at Derby and is here because her son is on the Derby team. And I did invite her to come over for a chat at halftime, but she declined. And understandably so. Derby comes away with it out of that dogfight. What a nice play, though, by Mac Meekin to win it back. Great play. The Grizzlies are not talking as much tonight as they did on Friday night against the Alumni. That is for certain. Gabe Schilling with it. And Gabe got a headbutt there and is down. And they will stop the clock as they tend to Gabe Schilling. The injured Grizzly player is number 22, Gabe Schilling. And the Grizzlies taking this opportunity to get a drink in. As am I. We'll take a quick time out here and be back shortly. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you by the Goal for Goal Soccer Camps, the premier soccer camp in South Central Kansas, led by Hall of Fame coach Bobby Bribiesca. Go to goalforgold.com and check out a camp for your youth soccer player today.
Gabe Schilling is still down there, checking him for blurred vision. And, of course, we want everybody to be careful. Now he makes his way off the field and gets a nice hand from the faithful across the way from both teams. Believe it'll be Grizzly soccer ball here. I'll throw in. We will. And we are back underway. Clock running. Clock running. Derby with the ball now on the far side of the field, bringing it up. A foot race. Who's going to win it? McMeekin working hard, and Bryson Biggs ends up with it. Nice save by Bryson to stop that offensive thrust. At halftime, we're going to do very little. Ball stays in. Solis with it now. Good job by Soto, by the way. Elijah Benning with it. And here comes a boatload of subs again for Derby. Derby getting a lot of fresh legs in there. Substitutions for Derby. Number 13, Cooper Chadwick. 21, Leo Fernandez. 23, Rodrigo Venezuela. 26, Aiden Vaquera. Substituting in for Northwest, number 15, Christian Urbano. Foul called to be a free kick for Derby. And that one's intercepted very nicely by Urbano. Caleb Day with it. Nice footwork. He's going to send it all the way back to his keeper. Javier Vaquera sends it forward. And we're back at it. Now a long pass forward. That one's going to go out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. They will have the throw in with 7.5 remaining in the first half, trailing by pair. Kevin Bell had just had his pocket picked by Aiden Vaquera. Caleb Day with it. This one's going to go out of play. That'll turn over to Northwest. A break for the Grizzlies. And it comes to Carlos. He sends it back to Bell. Urbano back to Carlos. And that's an offside. Offside, Northwest. Free kick, Derby. I wasn't sure when that was restarted, but Urbano steals it. Nice pick. Soto with it. Oh, and he couldn't get anything on it. Great play by Sauter. Foul called. It'll be a free kick for Derby. Nope. He's right. They started it too soon. So they'll bring it back here, and it'll be a free kick for Derby. Nice play there by Matt Schulte, the AR on this side of the field. Ben Seamers on the other side. Caleb Day passes one out into the penalty area, and this one's going to go over the goal line. It will be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. And we're awaiting the signal for subs, and he didn't give it. The referee did not look at. Now he looks and he sees them. Substitutions for Derby: number 7, Andy Densenkum, and number 18, Colin Meyer. And the subs occur with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Elijah Benning will have to wait till next time, as will Hamzy. Two goals by Caleb Day. That's it here in the first half. Now 2 more subs. Substituting for the Grizzlies: number 5, Elijah Benning, and number 7, Hamzy El-Sukar. Derby with the ball, bringing it up. And there's a shot. Bryson Biggs has the save. And it'll be a throw in for Derby. Well, the Grizzlies are going to need to regroup here at halftime and make some adjustments. They've played a decent game defensively, except they've played the whole game in their end of the field. Offense is going to be a problem, and as always, you got to wonder where the goals are coming from. This one goes over the goal line, and it will be a corner kick for Derby. Corner kick, Derby. Good deflection by McMeekin to get it out. And this one out here toward midfield in front of us is picked up by the Panthers and kept in very nicely that time on a good play by Andy Densenkum. And now we have an offside call. Offside, Derby, free kick, Northwest. And we have less than 1 minute remaining in the first half. Nice play by Solis to get the ball back and send it forward. And now Urbano sees it get tipped out. There'll be a throw in, but this is going to be it. There's less than 10 seconds to go here till halftime. We're at halftime. Score at halftime. Derby 2 and Northwest 0. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open. It's a hot evening. If you want to cool off, head on over and grab yourself something cold to drink. Nice job.
There were some missed calls.
All righty, let's see here. I'm gonna cut that. We'll be back in just a moment, folks. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Greenleaf Chiropractic is a wellness-based office treating adults and children of all ages. The office also has on staff a master herbalist who offers nutritional coaching several days a month. Sports injuries, headaches, posture correction, laser therapy. Greenleaf Chiropractic does it all. Check them out at greenleafchiro.com.
Good job. You're really doing a good job. I think people at home would say the same thing. That sellout crowd we have. I don't know how big our crowd is tonight. I can't find out until the game's over. But we thank all of you who are watching. We appreciate it. We had great crowds last year with COVID and all, and even though we don't have as much to deal with COVID, we're certainly hoping that if you're not out here with our sellout crowd, that you're watching us from home. I'm going to take a breather myself. You can see the clock running at halftime. We'll be back with about 2 minutes to go. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Dude, how did they not call that on... Did you see that kid grab Carlos?
Yes, bro.
Dude,
That's what they've done.
even though someone kind of fouls that kid that grabbed his shoe, but still.
And then when they fucking elbows Gabe in the fucking face, they laughed at him. And then they didn't even say anything about it. They laughed at him. Did you hear that? They laughed at him. They said, "Get up and phone." Bitch, you ain't even. Yeah, he is because they don't not know how to freaking speak to each other.
It didn't get any better. He's too old.
Yes.
You know, I
because I was too old and I couldn't keep up. And granted, he's in better shape than I am. But, you know, he had COVID over the summer. He was in ICU over the summer. He should not be. He shouldn't be around.
5 minutes. We were supposed to put 10, weren't we?
Yeah. Take your time.
Is the Friday game still on the same time?
I believe so. I believe the times for Friday are the same. Because it's not a school night. Who got the other?
This sports internet is brought to you in part by Highland Roofing and Exteriors, 3835 North Hillcrest, Suite 1 in Bel Air. Contact Mike Highland at 686-8200 or check out their website at highlandroofing.com. Former Northwest Soccer alum LeBron Holloman continues to support the Grizzly soccer program each year. We wish him success in his new role as head soccer coach at Kansas Wesleyan in Salina and hope his schedule permits him to join us during the season.
Welcome back to Northwest, where the Grizzlies trail 2-0 at halftime in the varsity contest. Really hasn't been much offense to speak of for the Grizzlies. And to be honest with you, I don't believe they have a shot on goal here in the first half. So they've got their work cut out for them here in half number 2. That's for sure. Derby is playing solid defense. They're using their speed well. And the Grizzlies have the work to do. But they can do it as the referees come out here in the second half. Getting ready to start things off here in the second half. We don't have any word on Gabe Schilling, who came off the field injured. He has not returned. The trainers are working with him. I would not be a bit surprised if he's done for the day. And our executive producer is making his way back up into the deer stand where the camera is set. He's ready to go. Grizzlies are coming out. The sun has now set behind the trees. The lights have started to take effect. So we have night soccer the rest of the way here tonight. In the second half, Derby will defend the north goal. In goal for the Panthers, Javier Vaquera. In goal for the Grizzlies, Bryson Biggs. Alrighty.
No, I said it over there. I dropped it right now.
And we have an extra ball on the field, which is being removed here by our esteemed manager, Samantha. And we're underway here in the second half. Caleb Day sends it forward. Over here on the near side. Derby is controlling possession again. DeSuncum sends one forward, this time for Salazar. And Salazar's pass is blocked by Calvin Bell. Derby controls still. And across the way it goes, it's intercepted there by Solis. Solis tries to clear it. Derby maintains control, however, at midfield. They'll set it up and do it all over again. And Tyler Smalley sends one into the Derby bench. They'll have a throw in. Ball goes down to Riley Beasley. Beasley still controlling it. Now it's kicked over the goal line. That'll be a corner kick for Derby. This corner kick for Derby, sponsored by the law firm of Dugan and Giroux, 3636 North Ridge Road. And it looks like Trent McMeekin is injured as he's making his way off the field. Substitution for the Grizzlies, number 12, Landon Vestring. And here comes Derby with a chance. Caleb Day has it on his foot. He's got both goals. Nice save by Bryson Biggs. And he will have a goalkeeper distribution. About 2 minutes in here to the second half. Grizzlies trail 2-0 on 2 goals by Caleb Day midway through the first period.
Fine, that's better. Look, you press, we win it back. Come on, you got it.
Throw in for Derby. For the Grizzlies, excuse me. I said that wrong. They've got it in pretty deep. Now it's rejected by Derby. It goes into the crowd. It'll be a throw in this time for the Grizzlies again. Calvin Bell receives the throw in, then the ball is stripped from him. And here comes Derby back. And I don't need to tell you, we've missed an offside here. I happen to be in the perfect place to see that one. And yes, he was offside. They didn't call it. Play goes on. Doesn't matter. Bryson Biggs has the ball. Caleb Day with it now for Derby. And he's going to send it all the way across, and it'll be a run-to ball. Landon Vestring right in front of us will send one forward. Carlos Oh, it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Derby. I thought Carlos got to it, but he didn't. There's a long one. Solis is giving chase over there. Elijah Benning. Calvin Bell with it. Sends it back. Braden Sauter sends it forward. Benning again heads it over to Calvin Bell. Loose ball in the air. Vestring couldn't get to it. Looks like Derby is going to come away with it. Derby has it, controlling into the backfield. They're going to send this one all the way back to Vaquera, the goalkeeper. This one goes deep and out of play. Be a throw in for the Grizzlies. Elijah pushed off the ball, and the foul is called. Smalley sends a long one for Soto. Benning in there. I think got stepped in front of by Beasley. And now a give and go to Beasley, and he's out of run with Tyler Smalley, and Smalley checks him. No foul called. Biggs has it. Now we have an offside call. Offside Derby, free kick Northwest. A.J. Joint getting ready to come in for the Grizzlies. Plenty of time left in this, 33 minutes to go. Grizzlies just need to get some finish. Here's Landon Vestring. Landon sends it forward for Benning. Benning goes down in a heap. Play continues. And a give and go to Denshankum. And a lot of pushing and shoving there. He called the call was advantage, and I think he didn't know which way to go. There's a shot and a score by Derby. Oh, no score. Ball was off. Play is offside. Offside Derby. Free kick Northwest. So the goal was waved off. A break for the Grizzlies. Score remains 2-0. Now we have a player down for the Grizzlies. And it is, who is it? And they have stopped the clock. The injured Grizzly is number 7, Hamzi Asukar. Substitutions. For the Grizzlies, number 8, A.J. Joint. For Derby, number 13, Cooper Chadwick. Number 21, Leo Fernandez. And number 26, Aiden Vaquera. And all of this while the clock is stopped. And we're going to leave it stop for a minute and let the clock catch up with us, as we're about a minute off. Trenton McMeekin getting ready to come back in for Northwest. $31:15 remaining in the second half. Derby with the ball on the move. Bryson Biggs will pick it up and have a goalkeeper distribution here.
Please move our feet. He's not even doing anything. It's one move, it's a push, and he's getting around 3 of us. I don't understand.
We have a foul called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Derby bench doesn't like that call. A.J. Joint back there, centering one, and Soto couldn't get to it. Ball still in the air. Joint with it. A.J. sends it back to Vestring. Vestring passes it forward. Back to Vestring now, and now Landon will send it to Benning. Benning at the middle of the field will send it across to Solis. Ball goes forward. And here's a long lead pass for Derby. Hustling back is Tyler Smalley. There's a crossing pass, and that will be a corner kick for Derby. Corner kick, Derby. And we have an injury on the play. And it looks like that might be Benning. That is... Well, I can't tell. The trainers are in my way. It is Benning. The injured Grizzly is number 5, Elijah Benning. Elijah makes his way off the field. 29:36 remaining in the second half. Grizzlies down 2-0. And away we go. Corner kick coming. Across the way, and it overshoots everything. A break for Northwest. Now comes back in. A shot taken there. And it's a goal kick. This Grizzly goal kick brought to you by Ginny Wiley and the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust created as a memorial to the late Robert L. Gould. We thank all at the Gould Foundation for their support of Grizzly soccer. Looks like Tyler Smalley is going to take this one. A.J. Joint gets it. Now out to Carlos, and now Joint again. He will center one. In a good center and a run through two by Alex Boyd, who was moved up from JV for this game. Boyd again with it and couldn't control it. Now he's hobbling. He looks like he stubbed a toe or something. And here's a opportunity for Leo Fernandez, who scored twice in the JV game and is playing limited action here in the nightcap. And Carlos goes down. And he's slow to get up, but I think he just is tired. I don't think he's hurt. Unless he's trying to get a stoppage of play. Now there's a goal kick. There will be a stoppage of play. Substitutions for Derby: number 7, Andy Densonkam. Number 18, Colin Meyer. Number 23, Rodrigo Valenzuela. And number 31, Armin Almacina. Substitution for Northwest, number 22, Gabe Schilling. Injured Northwest player, number 18, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. A lot of cramps and dings and bruises here in the second half. It's good to see Gabe Schilling back in there. We thought he might not be back tonight after he had a head injury. And good to see him back in the game. It gives us a great deal of speed to have him in there. 27 minutes remaining in the second half. Grizzlies down 2-0. Big play that time by Densonkam on Trent McMeekin. Tyler Smalley trying to infiltrate, and there's a shot off the post, and the rebound goes over for a goal kick, and the Grizzlies dodge a bullet. This Grizzly goal kick brought to you by the family of Camille Nyberg, longtime supporters of the Grizzly soccer program and the annual golf tournament, in memory of Glenn. Smalley sends one out on the far side. Urbano has it. Christian Urbano sends one forward. Sends it too far. I think goalkeeper, yep, he did. Vaquera gets it. Sends it back out. Gabe Schilling fighting for it, and they called him for the foul. It'll be a free kick for Derby. Now a yellow card has been issued to a Derby player. We'll find out who this is. He's required to come off, and of course the clock stops for that. The yellow card was issued to number 26, Aiden Vaquera. And it looks like Caleb Day is going in for him. He didn't check in here at the center line, so I'm not sure if that he's the one that went in. In the restart, we're back underway here. Derby with it. Basil Schachter getting ready to come in for Northwest at the next sub opportunity. The game's still in reach. It's only a 2-goal game. The Grizzlies have not had a shot on goal. At least not that I remember. Urbano has it. And McMeekin sends it out to center, but it's intercepted by a white shirt. Now Gabe Schilling gets it, and sends one forward in the direction of A.J. Joint. Urbano with it. Nice foot skills. Calvin Bell sends it up here to Joint. Joint tried to lead pass, and oh my goodness. That's not a yellow card. What is? And there's no yellow card being issued here, but boy, I'll tell you what, Soto was sure fouled. He's going to need a new jersey after that one. Free kick coming. It's going to be Bell taking it from the top of the penalty area. Deflected, and it goes just wide. So that'll be a corner kick. This Grizzly corner kick brought to you by the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists, 10100 East Shannon Woods Road, off K96. In the air, loose ball. Who's going to get it? Headed by Derby. Nice recovery there by Gabe Schilling, and he's pushed off the ball. Now he's thrown down, and they're calling the foul on Gabe Schilling. This game is getting out of hand. Tyler Smalley trying to restore order. There's just a lot of hard talking between Sauter and Caleb Day, I think.
You had the clock? They had it at 22:35.
22:35, David.
Hey, if you don't card them, they're going to keep doing it. Got to deal with this all year. The Klaus Colby show. I'm still fit enough to rest.
Good, because we're short about 5.
It's fine. I'd rather play with one.
And we're back underway here after adding a few seconds onto the clock. Substitutions for Derby. Number 2, Cole Dubois. Number 3, Rigo Salazar. Number 10, Diego Vaquera. Number 16, Riley Beasley. Number 20, Adrian Vielmas. And substitution for Northwest, number 11, Basil Shakhtour. And we're back underway here. We've got got a throw in coming for, looks like for Derby. Martin Soto Tovar has the ball picked from his pocket. Grizzlies just trying to get something started here, have been unable to get any offense going all night. Now A.J. Joint heading back on defense, and nice job blocking the pass. And another nice job. We have a goal kick for Northwest. Thank you, A.J. Joint. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Gecko Painting out of Lenexa, Kansas. We thank Danny and Stacy Higgins for their longtime support of the Grizzly soccer program. Alrighty, goal kick coming here, and it's going to be intercepted by Derby. Bringing it up is Salazar. And there's a shot taken, an easy save by Biggs. The shot off the foot of Adrian Vielmas. 20 minutes to go, second half. 2-0, Derby. I will say the Grizzlies are working very hard. This one goes back to Vaquera. He sends it right back out again. Gabe Schilling blocks the pass. And it ends up in the stands.
Come on, boys, 18. Yeah, AJ, just know he's there. Just know he's there. They switched, you got time to get there.
All the way back now to Bryson Biggs. We have a stoppage of the clock, and I'm not sure why. We'll find out here.
Hey, get some water if you need it.
And they're calling over the trainer, so we do have an injured player. And it looks like a Derby player, and I can't tell who it is, and I'm not going to be able to see from here because he's past the curvature of the field. See if we can find out who that is for you. Well, he's jogging off the field. I don't know which one of them it is, but that's okay. Oh, is that my correction? You're right. He is. I thought that was him getting up, and it was not. Now he's up. Let's see if we can read his number here. I cannot tell who that is. We'll have to wait till he comes over here, and we'll inform you as to the nature of the injury. In the meantime, the other players on both teams get a water break out of it, and he is hobbling very gingerly over here. So Tommy Gonzalez escorting him over here with a little help. The injured Panther player is number 14, Jaden Densonkam. $18:22 remaining in the contest, barring overtime. There'll be a drop ball here by referee Klaus Kolmai to start things off. As soon as everybody has left the field, and they're just coming off the field on the near side now. And we're back underway. Bryson Biggs will have a goalkeeper distribution. And a nice boot by Bryson sends it all the way back. Scott Simmons gets it for Derby. And they're going to send it back to goalkeeper Vaquera. And I'm pleased to report that Elijah Benning is coming back in. So nothing serious there. Sauter does a good job of screening that ball and sending it forward. This one's going to go out of play, and it will belong to the Grizzlies. Grizzly substitution, number 5, Elijah Benning. Trent McMeekin will throw it in. A.J. Joint, nice job of splitting 2 defenders. Still with it. Still with it. And a heel pass back to Trent McMeekin. You couldn't ask any more from that young man on that play. Great job. This one's going to stay in. And now it goes out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. Now they change it and give it to Derby, which is what I thought it was in the first place, actually. So. Derby with it. Not in any hurry to move it forward. Vaquera sends it out on the far side. And Vaquera makes his first save of the game. And it comes with 15 minutes to go in the second half. So Grizzlies are making some progress getting the ball forward. They got to work on the finish. Finish is a problem. Christian Urbano getting ready to come back in for Northwest. And a couple guys coming in for Derby. Substitutions for Derby. Number 13, Cooper Chadwick. And number 21, Leo Fernandez. Substituting for Northwest, number 15, Christian Urbano. And we have another injury and another stoppage of the clock. And I don't see who's down, but it's one of us, I think. Looks like Calvin Bell's going to go in for him. Grizzly substitution number 6, Calvin Bell. The injured Grizzly is number 22, Gabe Schilling. So Gabe is hurt for the second time tonight. He's going to be sore tomorrow, sitting in the classroom. And he's hobbling. And of course, Gabe is being given all the time he needs to come off the field. He's only about halfway there to his target. Yeah. Scoreboard operator David Nick back there suggested we get a golf cart. And we're back underway. Trent McMeekin. Christian Urbano comes back to get the ball. Smalley with it now. Sends it forward to Boyd, number 17. Now back to McMeekin and to Elijah Benning. Boyd back to McMeekin. McMeekin a chip shot. And it's chip hit out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. And now we have another stoppage of play. Okay, Landon Vestring will substitute for Elijah Benning, who's been given a yellow card for dissent. Grizzly substitution number 12, Landon Vestring. Now the throw in from McMeekin, and we are back underway. Inside 13 to go now, second half. Grizzlies down by a pair. Tyler Smalley heads one out of play. It'll be a throw in for Derby. Boaz Day throws it in. It goes out of play, and we'll do it all over again. Nope, they gave it to us. Trent McMeekin will throw it in. And he gets it to Alex Boyd. Now back to Tyler Smalley. Sends it across the way. Looking for less traffic. And Tony Solis does a nice job of splitting three defenders. There's Calvin Bell fighting hard for it. Martin Soto. And Derby has it. And brings it up the far side in front of the big bench of crowd. Nice crowd on hand tonight. The official number has not yet been released by the press box. I'd estimate that there's 500 people here or so. Vestring. Oh, we had a handball and they missed it. Break for us. Yeah. Alex Boyd tried to control it, couldn't do so. Well, this guy was offside by 3 yards, and they missed it. And what a play by Bryson Biggs, in spite of the offside.
You're on a soccer pitch with a bunch of kids. You don't get to do what you want. You don't get to do what you want, sir.
Austin Clifton is having a conversation with the assistant referee on this side. And he's not going to win the argument.
You hear what he's saying over here. You hear what he's saying. There's no reason to step to me.
Grizzlies on the move here. Panthers have it at midfield. I can't tell you much because I'm being screened by 3 players. You're fine, guys. Stand on the line so they know you want to go in. A.J. Joint getting ready to go in for Northwest as well. We have a 4th player for Derby. Eight minutes to go now in the second half. And now we have a whistle, and I don't know what we're calling here. I have no idea what we called. But it's going to be a free kick for Northwest, regardless. Calvin Bell will take it. There's a shot over the top of the goal for a goal kick. Substitutions for Derby. Number 2, Cole Dubois. Number 8, Caleb Day. 14, Jaden DeSoncum. And 16, Ryan Beasley. Substituting for Northwest, number 8, A.J. Joint. And Caleb Day just got his hat trick.
Can you please card him, please? Kid is out of control, Paul.
Caleb Day with all 3 goals.
Taunting in his face.
Derby goal scored, number 8, Caleb Day.
Can you please card him? He's going to keep hurting.
And bear with me here. I've just lost a part of my script that I'm going to need. And we're back underway. 6 minutes to go here. The issue pretty much decided, I would say. I don't see us coming back from 3 down at this point. So it's been the Caleb Day show tonight. He's got all the goals in this game. Derby substitution, number 24, Angel Fielmus. And Derby will have the throw in here, deep in Grizzly territory. That one's going to come all the way down here. It's going to stay in play, too. Martin Soto has it. Good hustle by Martin Soto. Ball passed through the box. Nobody there to get it. Way over there now in front of the concession stand. And the ball is kicked out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. This one goes over for a goal kick. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Security First Title, providing title insurance, abstract products, and closing services on real estate in Kansas and Missouri. And we thank Security First Title. That was a Freudian slip that goes back about 50 years. Anyway, Security First Title. We thank them for their support of Grizzly soccer. They are longtime supporters of the golf tournament, and we are very grateful to them for all that they do for these kids. 3.5 to go now in the second half. Grizzlies will play Friday. They'll be home on Friday against Washburn Rural. Junior varsity game will be on the air at 4:45 for that. And the varsity game will follow 20 minutes after the completion of JV, whenever that is. So if you can't get out here to Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium, please join us on the World Wide Web. Go to nwhsgrizz.com where you went to see this game, and that link will be up. All the links go up the day of the game. And we want to wish the Grizzly football team luck in their season opener. They play Bishop Carroll at home on Thursday. If you're in the Wichita area, there's a goal kick. Goal kick Derby. If you're in the Wichita area, the game will be broadcast on 92.3 FM ESPN Wichita. It will also be streamed on nwhsgrizz.com. At the same time, it'll be a simulcast, so you can watch it any one of two ways, and you can listen to it any one of two ways. You can watch it only one way, and that is on nwhsgrizz.com. Pre-game show 6:30 on Thursday night. Hope you'll join us. I'll be working with Shane Dennis on Thursday night, and I always enjoy working with Mr. Dennis. There's another goal kick. Goal kick Derby. Trent McMeekin with it. Tyler Smalley fighting for it, and the fight has not quit in these guys. Tyler Smalley wins that battle. Less than a minute to go now in the contest. That ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Derby with 30 seconds to go. Derby obviously in no hurry to throw it in. They finally do so. And the Grizzlies, again, no quitting these guys. They're going to be back. We're going to have a good year. We're having a bad night, but we're going to have a good year. And that'll do it as we count it down from 5. And that's game. Final score this evening, Derby 3 and Northwest 0. The Grizzlies homestand continues on Friday night when Washburn Rural will visit here at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium. JV will start at 5 o'clock, and the varsity match will start right after the conclusion of JV. Both games will be webcast. If you can't make it, go to nwhsgrizz.com. Airtime 4:45 before the JV match. Mark your calendars for Monday, June the 27th. That's the day of the Eric Profit number 19 Scholarship Golf Tournament next summer. The tournament will be held again at Rolling Hills Country Club, and it is open to all. This soccer fundraiser is the main source of revenue for the Grizzly soccer program. You can support the program by becoming a sponsor, playing in the tournament, or both. For more information, go to nwgrizzliesgolf.com. There's also a link to the tournament on the webcast website as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for coming out tonight to support your respective teams. Whichever way you're going home, please drive home safely. And for those of you on the web, thank you for joining us and staying with us throughout the contest tonight. Final score again, Grizzlies lose 3-0 to the Derby Panthers, so they go all night without scoring. They'll get it back on Friday. They'll be tough. They got Washburn Rural coming in here on Friday, and they always play us tough. So for Craig and for Samantha, I'm Kevin Arkin saying good night from Northwest High School. We'll see you on Friday.